When I was a teenager, my weekends were a little different from those of friends. While they were hanging out at the mall, I was learning the ropes of house flipping from my dad. I didn't realize it then, but the skills I learned swinging hammers and laying tiles would one day help me and countless others build wealth and financial freedom. It's like dropping a pebble in the water and watching the ripples go. Every house flipped, every lesson learned creates ripples that change lives. But without mastering these essential skills, those ripples can quickly turn into waves, potentially sinking your dreams. The first skill you want to look at is market research. And you should do that for every home, condo, whatever it is that you're flipping. You're going to come out to the neighborhood and you're going to look around to see what's going on. You can see there's a two-story there. This is a single story that we're flipping. Single story, single story, single story, two-story, single story. So, you're okay flipping in this neighborhood. Even if it was a two-story, because it looks like they built some two stories into the area. And then you're, going to see, okay, that looks nice. It's got a nice cement driveway there. They've got solar on top. Obviously, beautiful American flag there. So this guy is, this homeowner is taking care of his property. And so are pretty much the rest of these homeowners. You can look to see where kind of the newer colors are. So as you can see, the browns are, traditional 1980s, 1990s look. And then you start to get to the grays and the black, and you have greens over here, yellow. So you get a little bit more of a modern look and a modern feel in the community. So you want to try to match all that to the flip that you're doing. And this, just real quick in the front here, we've got asphalt driveway, which needs to go. We had trees literally covering the front yard here. All that's been removed. And I'll show you in the back as well. There was a jungle back there, and that's got to be removed still as well. So try to make your flip the best looking house on that street. And you can't go wrong when you do that. Let's talk about establishing the after repair value on a property. And that's a total skill in itself. And you can use several methods. Pelago website's a great method to use. PropStream's another. Property Radar, even Zillow, which I hate to say that name out loud, but those are great places to start. The most accurate after repair values you can obtain from a licensed real estate agent that has access to the MLS, that knows how to do comparable analysis on a property, and find out how many houses like this have sold in the last 3 months. And that's going to really pretty much establish your after repair value. Then obviously you're going to look inside to see if it was rehabbed or not. If it was rehabbed, the values are going to go up from there. So that's going to be your top end after repair value. And once you have that established, then you're going to go into whatever formulas somebody else has told you. I'm going to tell you 70% after repair value for the maximum allowable offer on a property. If you're in Orange County like I am, you pretty much need to go up to 80% if you're going to get any inventory whatsoever. Very, very competitive market here. Riverside, San Bernardino, 70, even out to San Bernardino, 60% after repair value. So it's a lot less that you're going to be paying out there than here in Orange County. But once you establish what the after repair value, and that's, great point, that's where you're gonna make your money. You're gonna make your money on the purchase of this home. And then obviously putting in all the rehab and then selling it at the end of the day. But that's really when you're making your money. If you purchase this home correctly and at the right price, that's when you're gonna make your money. So for example, $1 million house in Orange County, I'd love to get it for around $700,000. Probably gonna end up paying around $800,000. On a flip like this, we're looking at least $100,000 to tear everything out. We had to do repiping of the water. The electrical was bad as well. You'd have to do that stuff. That adds a little bit more. The roof was in okay condition. Landscaping, if you want to take a quick look out to the right, they just started to bring this, jungle down. They did the front yard, and then next thing is they're going to do is work on the backyard. But you have to put all those numbers into place. If you're to buy this for $800, you spend $100 on the rehab, so you really have $100 left. By the time you put it on the MLS and list it with an agent, we list our own properties, obviously, because this is what we do for a living, and we're brokers, so we save commission on that end. But you may be paying as much as $50,000 for closing costs and commissions. And so at the end of the day, on a flip like this, you may be making $50,000 to $60,000. This is something I would not recommend for your first time flip. And it's really not enough money in this type of flip to do something like that. This is a professional flipper who's doing this over and over again, keeping his crews busy, and is happy making 50 grand, 60 grand on this flip. Think of it this way: if he does 10 of these a year, that's $500,000 to $600,000 in profit. But he's churning these deals, buying, rehabbing, putting on the market, selling, and then moving on to the next one. If you're just doing like a one-off, then I would say if you were to get this property for $700,000, that gives you way more room and way more profit potential at the end of the day. You're gonna make probably 110, 120 on a property like this, which is kind of right in line with the profit potential that I like on flips. I usually like to make 10% of the after repair value. So that would be 100,000 in a flip like this. So that's perfect for me. So if I can buy this for 700 and then sell it at the end of the day for $1 million, there's your perfect flip right there. But that's what you need to do. Those are the numbers that you need to drill down and work on to establish what your after repair value is. And remember, you can go on various websites to get that after repair value. But at the end of the day, don't just look at it online. You need to come out and take a look at it to see if 100,000 is going to be enough, or if I have to put a new roof on here and it's going to cost me another 30 or 40,000, and then there goes my profit. So make sure you look at your properties, okay, put an offer in, it's accepted. Please go take a look at it and run your numbers. Get your contractor out there to give you some written numbers as to how much it's going to cost at the end of the day. Estimate renovation cost accurately, secure financing, and avoid common financial mistakes to keep your project on track. Renovation management is all about knowing the process and managing your team effectively. Focus on high ROI areas like kitchens and bathrooms. Manage timelines and ensure quality work to maximize your returns. Mastering negotiation tactics is key to securing profitable deals. Whether negotiating with sellers or contractors, your ability to strike a good deal will directly impact your bottom line. Sales and marketing are your final steps. A well-marketed property sells faster and for a better price. Use effective staging, compelling listings, and leverage social media to get your property noticed and sold. Mastering these skills is the name of the game. And if you don't, you can easily lose everything. Look around. You've got a backyard that's overgrown, that is in need of literally just tearing it out, starting all over again. Did you budget for this? How much was in your budget? I'm looking down at the concrete here, and I see that it's raised over there. All this concrete has to be removed and start all over again. Did you budget for that? Or did you forget about that? You have to master these skills, because if not, you come into a project like this and just the little things that you see here are going to end up eating away at that budget, and there goes your profit at the end of the day. So make sure that you have everything in place, your team in place, you've walked the property, you've got, written down bids on what needs to be rehabbed. Hold your contractors to those bids, and hopefully you have a successful flip each and every time.